Welcome guys, welcome. It's DC. I'm back again with another live analysis on derived synthetic indices, gold, BTC, and also Forex. So today we'll start off with gold. So guys, if you're watching us for the first time, just make sure you subscribe to our channel. I think yesterday we were able to catch this massive drop. We were able to catch this movement. Unfortunately, our TP was right around this particular area and we were not able to reach this particular TP, but we made huge profit. I think it got to something with the smallest lot size. It was something like 25 US dollars from this particular movement. So what we are currently looking at is this. So there are two things that are likely going to take place. I'm still for the idea that price would have to drop and come to this particular level. Why? Because there's also sell side liquidity that is residing below this particular level. So just to reduce my risk, I'm gonna enter here 50% of my supply zone. That's where I'm gonna get an entry, and it's also aligned with this resistance that we have at this particular level, and my stop loss is gonna be at 30.25. so that's the first trade that we have. Guys, tell us where you're watching us from, and what do you think about this analysis? Did you manage to benefit from the analysis that we did yesterday? We're also live on Facebook. And I think we're live for a very long time. Guys, just a reminder, today is the last day for our 50% discount on all our trading robots, our trading tools. So it's a 50% discount. We have a 50% discount on our website, and our website is www.dcfxtrading.com. This is our website. So visit this website and get this amazing offer. You can see most of our trading tools, the spike detectors for booming crash. We also have a scalping indicator for booming crash. So we don't only focus on spike, we also have a scalping indicator. Then we also have our ultimate trading system. It's also there, and today is the last day for this particular promotion. It's ending today. We also have our gold panther and our EMA stock. They are also there on this particular. So these indicators can also be used to trade Forex, BTC, crypto, and we also have the Panther and the EMA stock for derived synthetic indices. We have a lot of tools that are there on our website. Just visit our website and get a copy of your favorite indicator. So we also have trading strategies. We also have trading robots that are there on this particular live. So going back to our analysis, guys, let's share this live and make sure you like this video. Just make sure you like this video. Okay, I just want to check how many people are watching us currently. Oh, we have 7 people. That's amazing. Guys, let's take time. We have 7 people who are watching. Let's take time to like this video. So let's take time to like this video. We'll continue once we get at least 5 likes. We have 7 people who are watching. Let's like this video so that it can be promoted to more audience. Like this video, guys, share, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Okay, so this is what we have here. So I want price to reach this trend line, this one, and then we can continue. So let's like this video, guys. Let's like this video. So this is the first analysis that we have in gold. So we'll also be giving some spike signals and some scalping signals for booming crash, and also some scalping signals for volatility indices and also jump. So let's first of all look at how this one is going to play out. We are still waiting for at least one person, then we can continue with the live. At least one people. We now have 4 likes, guys. Let's like this live. Let's like this live. How was the sniper spike strategy, the recent strategy that we posted last week for booming crash? How is that strategy working for you guys? Are you making money using that? Mayo Kigali TV is saying, are we together? Say yes, we are together. Sifa Jackson is saying from Tanzania. Thank you so much, Mr. Jackson. Then we also have Sereth, Dr. Sereth. Doctor. So today in the house we have a doctor, Dr. Sereth. Okay, say, how can I get your mentorship? Yes, our mentorship is Very easy. You can visit the website or you can get in touch with me. I think if you go in the description, there is a link that is there. So if you're interested in mentorship, we also give mentorship. We also give, so we are giving an amazing offer for those who are gonna be joining our mentorship for the period. If it's gonna take 1 month that you'll be in for our mentorship, you'll be receiving signals for free. So we'll give you free signal services. I think we can now enter. It's almost getting there. It's also almost getting there. We can now enter this particular trade. It's almost getting there. Yeah, so we can sell. So get in touch with me so that you can get more details about the mentorship. But you can also visit our website and book and make a booking, or you can make use of the WhatsApp number or Telegram number. Then we can give you more details. Then Dr. Sereth is saying, I'm from India. Thank you so much. It's good to know that we are having audience from all over the world. That's amazing. Then Ani Moranguri, watching from Kenya. Thank you so much for your support. Is it Ane? Ane. So we have Ane Moranguri. Moranguri is like Shona. Yeah. Watching from Tanzania. Is this live trading daily? Yes. It's, yeah, sometimes I can't say it's daily. Yes, I can't say it's daily. I can't say it's daily, but for this week it's gonna be daily. For this week up until Saturday we'll be doing it daily. We'll see the response, because our major objective is that we want to make sure that we grow this particular channel. If you guys are interested in this, we can do it on a daily basis, so that I remember, guys, I'm always telling you, these lives, I value them. There's a guy who got in touch with me. He was very happy. He was very, very happy. So what he did is this: he has been watching this live constantly, and he was now reaping the benefit. So what he was saying is this: he was now making profit consistently. Imagine a situation where you can take a 97 US dollars to at least, I think he made something like 10,000 US dollars by just learning from these live sessions that we have. So I'm telling you guys, you'll be able to make a lot of money. Yes, and sometimes we trade live, like yesterday. This movement, Mr. Tendai Chakumbera, let's go from Randburg. Yes, my brother, how are you? Trev Kamukapa, Zimbabwe, my brother. Yes. Very say. Mr. Is it Trev? Mr. Trev, how are you? How are you, Trev? From Zimbabwe. Thank you so much. I enjoy this so much because, guys, I'm known in South Africa, Botswana, and Nigeria. Yeah, those are the three main countries where I have a lot of audience. But in Zimbabwe, guys, I'm telling you, we have less audience. So I'm happy when I see Tendai, Trev joining us in this particular live. I'm getting support from my home country. That's good. Okay, without wasting much of your time, guys, let's quickly look at the analysis. So we have this one. Okay, so what I normally want to do is this. I want this to be more interactive. So I will give you guys an opportunity for you to tell me the asset that you want me to analyze. So let's go, guys. Tell me the asset that you want us to analyze. I don't want this to come with something that is already prepared like this. We want to start from zero so that you learn how I analyze. You also learn how I see the market and everything. So guys, give me a suggestion. Let's have an asset. So for today, we're just gonna do this for 2 hours. Around 2, I think I'll be calling it a day. So in the comment section, let me know this asset that you want us to analyze. Then we'll also analyze together. If there's a signal, we'll then take it from there. Okay, so in the meantime, let me check which asset can I check. Okay, we had boom 300. And I think we talked about this. So let's just make a follow-up of the analysis that we did yesterday. And I think I remember yesterday we talked about boom 300, and there were two possibilities. The first one was that price was going to reverse at this particular trend line and then it drops down. And the second option was that price was just going to continue moving upwards. Those were the two possible scenarios. Then looking at this one, we can clearly see that for some time price has been moving up, then it got to this particular level where it is now making lower low and lower low, lower highs, lower low again, and here we're anticipating a lower high and then price drop downwards. So considering what has been taking place recently, I'm thinking that price is going to reverse from this particular level here. It's just that we delayed to do this live, but we're going to get a very good entry here. How are we going to get an entry? We see one, if you look at this particular price action, price is moving down. Where exactly did we start to have aggressive selling? Aggressive selling started to kick in at this particular level here after this bearish candle. So I'm marking this bearish candle as my supply zone. So I've marked this as my supply zone. You see what happened? Price just tapped into the supply zone, and then we had this massive drop. So we're going to get an entry around this particular level here. So our stop loss was going to be something like this. So we'll talk about what we can do now since we've missed this. We're going to put our stop loss just above here, and we're going to target this particular level here. So this is what is taking place. So now how are we going to get an entry? I'm gonna drop down probably to 15 minutes and check. So I know what I'm now looking for. I'm looking for sales. I'm not gonna be looking for buys. How am I going to sell? So that's what I'm now currently doing. And looking at the 15-minute time frame, we see price pushing upwards, making a high, and then price dropped, and then price pushed upwards, failed to make a high, indicating that the sellers are now stepping into the market, and there's now a possibility of price reversing. Then even we are going to use an awesome oscillator. Let's check for a divergence. Did we have a divergence at this particular level? No, we didn't get a divergence. Let's check. Yes, we had a divergence on 30-minute time frame. You see here price made a high, but if you check on the awesome oscillator, price was making lower low. So we have a divergence that is telling us that price is likely going to reverse, and price has already made a lower high. So now we're in the process of making a lower low, and price should continue moving down. So what I would do is this: I can make use of these two highs. The first high where we had a high, and this one where we had a lower high. Then I will wait and see how price is going to reverse, react with that particular level here. I'm now looking for an entry. We missed the first initial entry, so I'm just gonna wait to see. So if price pushes upwards, so what I'm thinking right now is this: you shouldn't look for buys, because I'm just thinking that there's a possibility that price might drop, come to this level where we have a demand zone, and then push upwards. When price pushes upwards, now that's when we're going to look for selling opportunity right around this particular level, and then we target the next demand zone. So this will be a very good plan. So if you see why I chose this particular level, we had again a demand zone here. So price should react to this demand zone, then push upwards. Then when it pushes upwards, which level are we gonna be looking for? This is the particular level that we're gonna be looking for, where we have again a supply, and it's also interacting with our trend line here at this particular level. So if this plays out, we'll get an entry around this particular level, and the next target will be this demand zone. So we anticipate price to drop even further and come to this particular level here, something like this. So this is what I'm thinking in crash 300. So I want suggestions, guys. Sifa Jackson is saying let's go with BTC Bitcoin. So in boom 300 we've analyzed. Let's go to BTC. Mr. Jackson is saying that we should look at BTC. So I'm here. Let's look at BTC. Let me just save this one. Okay, in BTC yesterday we talked about the fact that there was sort of like a change, and this is exactly what took place. You see, we anticipated that because price was moving in this wedge pattern, it was moving in this wedge pattern, and so with this kind of price action, I normally think if it's a rising wedge like this, it normally breaks from this particular lower level. Maybe looking at most people were anticipating that because of Trump was talking about BTC. If Trump was going to buy one, what the USA did is this: they promised that they're not going to sell any Bitcoin. They're not going to sell any Bitcoin. So what it means is this, but they're not going to buy any Bitcoin. Yeah, which is something positive. At the same time, it's negative because people were anticipating that Trump was going to invest in Bitcoin, which was going to increase the value of BTC. So that's why you see price. Yes, there was a time when it reached went above even 100,000. Yeah, there was a time, but now it started to drop. It was because of that. So with me, I'm thinking that BTC eventually will start declining. Most people will start, because this is what they were anticipating. I'm thinking that most people will start taking their investment from this. Okay, maybe to rise, maybe to not, but looking at what is currently taking place, we can see price has been dropping. We're now trading around 86 something, where in fact we're trading above 100,000. So I'm thinking that, okay, with what is taking place here, I was looking for a supply zone. I was looking for a supply zone where price might reverse. Okay, so I was looking for a level. Yes, price is moving up, but I'm thinking that price, you see, price reacted with this demand zone. Yes, so I'm thinking that price, when it moves up, yes, whatever that we talked about yesterday, that price was going to hit this particular level and drop. This is what is taking place. So price is still in the process of dropping down, reaching this particular level. Then maybe we might get a push, but we should not rule out the fact that price might continue moving down, because this is a rising wedge. Price normally breaks from this lower trend line. So these are the possible movement that BTC can make. So currently, looking at the current price action, let me go to H1. Let's drop down and try to zoom in and look at what is taking place. 30 minutes. Or 30 minutes. Okay, if we're going to be selling, since we want price to drop, so we'll mark this supply zone. This is where price is currently on. We're gonna mark this supply zone. Let me go on 15-minute time frame to time my entries better. Okay, yeah, what is the possibility of price reversing here? If I go on 1 hour, I want to see something. Yes, you see this candle. If you mark it here, maybe price is already reacting with the H1 supply zone, and maybe price might drop. But I want more confirmation, so let me drop to 15 minutes at least. I would want price to push a little bit up and react with this last candle here before we had aggressive selling. So looking at this in the 15-minute time frame, this is what I want to see. I want to see a push to this particular supply zone and price dropping and reaching this particular level. So for now, let's just wait. We want to wait and see how price is going to move and reach this particular level here. So we have here a supply zone, like what we said. Price is to drop, so we have a supply zone. Okay, so in this particular trade, this is what I'm gonna be looking forward. Okay, so I want to see this taking place. So let me just take a picture before we go to the next asset. Mr. Jackson, were you helped with this? Are you also seeing the same thing, guys, or I'm the only one seeing this? What do you think about this analysis, guys? Is it the same thing that you are also waiting for to play out, or you have a completely different view about BTC? I'm thinking that price will push upwards, reach this level, and then it will drop. And if you see here, we also have this particular level here where we have this You see, it's also aligning with this particular level. We see we have a flip zone, a very key level here, a very strong key level at this particular level. So I'll put my stop loss just above this level and then see how price will move. So if I'm going to plan how to trade this, I'll get an entry here, my stop loss is here, then my target is gonna be this particular level, somewhere around here. So this is how I'm going to trade BTS. Okay, guys, our copy trading service is now up and running. If you don't have time to trade, or maybe you don't know how to trade, we can connect our account to your account. Then the trades that we trade, we take in our account will be automatically mirrored into our account, so that you will get the same trades as we are taking. Okay, we also have our VIP signal services, where we'll be giving signals in BTC, gold, Forex, and also derived synthetic indices. We have a group for that. So get in touch with us so that you can get these services. Don't forget to visit our website, guys. Don't forget to visit our website. Today is the last day for this amazing offer. So let's go to the next asset. Which asset do you want us to look at, guys? Mr. Jackson, was this analysis helpful? Okay, I know that most of you guys like booming crash. You like booming crash. I wanted to look at which asset should we look at? 300. We looked at 300. 900. What's happening in 900? Okay, we also need to, before we go further, we also need to check what is taking place in gold. We also need to check what is taking place in gold. Yes, price has started to drop, so we can get an entry here. That is our entry trigger. Okay, you see this candle here. Okay, we've entered. We wanted to enter somewhere around here, but I think entering here is one and the same thing. So you see, gold has already started dropping. So please enter, take a trade here, enter a sell. Some people will ask you, are we buying or are we selling? Guys, you're asking the wrong question. If you are someone who knows how to trade, if there's something like this, you must be in a position to know, okay, we are selling or we are buying. This red part means that's the risk that we are taking, and this blue part, that's the reward that we'll get. So it means that we are selling here. So we're going to be selling gold. Our stop loss is going to be 30. I think I took a lot of time talking. We're supposed to get an entry at 30.25, right around this particular level. But from what I'm seeing, yes, 30.25. 30.25, that's when we're going to get an entry. Our stop loss was going to be at 35. In our VIP community, in our VIP group, I think we got an entry around here. I will show you the chart. This is where we got an entry, so that we end up having a 1:2.41 risk to reward ratio. So we are already in this particular trade, guys. We are already in this particular trade. Okay, so this is what is taking place in gold. I think that was the first asset that we looked at. Okay, which asset do you want us to look at? Sakaria is saying, I'm from India. Thank you so much, Mr. Is it a Mr. or a Miss Sakaria, for joining us? Okay, what are the plans for VIP signals? For VIP signals, guys, we have a plan for 1 week, 2 weeks, and a month. For 1 week, it's $10. For 2 weeks, it's 8. It's how much? 2 weeks is how much? 20. Then, yes. So the discount is on 1 month, which is 30. So it makes sense. You save a lot of money if you're going to subscribe for 1 month, which is $30. Okay, guys, people just talk about, okay, I can do this, I can do this. No, if you see someone who has the guts to come here and do these things live, demonstrate that this knowledge actually works, I think that person knows what he's doing. So let's go. Which asset do you want us to look at? Thank you, it was helpful. Thank you. You're welcome, Mr. Jackson. Let's go to the next asset. Which asset do you want us to look at, guys? Which asset do you want us to look at? Let's have suggestions. Which asset do you want us to look at? So take this time, guys, like this video. You don't lose anything by just clicking on that thumbs up. sign. You're not going to lose money, you're not going to lose anything. Just make sure you like this video and make sure you share it with your groups, your fellow traders, your colleagues, so that this information can reach a lot of people. I'm waiting for suggestions. I don't want to come here and make this live my own live. I want us guys to interact. I want us guys to talk. If you have an asset that you want me to analyze, please let me know in the live chat. Let me know in the live chat so that I can analyze it for you guys. So basically that's what we are doing. So I'm waiting for suggestions. VIX 75. Okay, it seems like Mr. Jackson is the one that is more active. Thank you so much for your contribution. So it's VIX 75 1S, or is it VIX 75 the VIX 75? Is it 1S or is just VIX 75? Mr. Jackson, do we have anything in VIX? VIX 75. It's just been pushing upwards. So I'm gonna start with VIX 75, not the one with 1S. Okay, with me, I was anticipating that price might drop a little bit, but it seems like there's a strong bullish momentum. So the question is, how are we going to join into this strong bullish momentum? We're going to be looking for buys. We want to buy, but where exactly are we going to buy? I think that's the most important question. If we check here, we had a trend line. This trend line, you see? Okay, something like this. Let's start from there. Price for some time has been pushing down, and here with the break of structure indicating that price was in a downtrend. You see what took place, guys? Mind you, we are on a daily time frame, and here we can see that we had a BOS as price continue to move downward. So that means we're in a bearish trend. So the structure that we have here is this: we had a lower low and a lower high. Those were the key levels. And now if you're looking at what is taking place now, this lower high has been taken out. It means that we need to wait. Yes, we're on a daily. We're not sure if this candle is going to close above here. Okay, that's one. Secondly, so here with the lower low, here with the lower low, then here with the lower high, but our lower high has been taken out. This is just indicating that here we're likely going to experience a change of character. But I'm not saying that we have a change of character, because the market is still trading, and this is today's current candle. So we can't say that here we have a change of character. But if you drop down to H4, I think that change of character is now there. So this is what is taking place. So price gave us a lower low here with the lower low, and then we had a drop. Price then also made a lower low again at this level, and then here with the lower high. Simple. I always try to make my analysis very, very simple. So what is this telling us? Price now has made this massive push here, taking out this one, but we can't verify this on the daily because this candle is not yet closed. So what I'm anticipating is this: price is going to make a higher high. So we'll end up having a change of character or a market structure shift. Then we are going to anticipate for price to drop a little bit so that it creates a new higher low, and then we can buy this asset. So for today, we're going to be looking for buys in VIX 75. So if I go to my H4, so now I have something in my mind. There's something that is telling me that VIX 75 is bullish. Price is just going to continue moving upwards. And also looking at this particular level here, we can see that we had sort of like a head and shoulder as price made a retest on this trend line, and then price continued to move upwards. So what we can do is this: I can draw maybe a trend line here, wait for a retracement to this particular trend line, and maybe we can also talk about this. I think that's what I was talking about yesterday, that this particular level here where we once had a resistance, price pushed upwards, dropped, and price was able to penetrate this resistance. In most cases, you would see that price will normally come back to use this as a support, and then it bounces off. So for us, we need to wait for this to play out. If we're going to be buying this, we need to wait for this. Buying now doesn't make sense. Buying now, I'm telling you, there's a possibility that price will start now to what, to drop, and you'll be in a very strong low, you'll be in a very what, massive loss. So here the best approach, you see, when you're going to be making money when price is in a bullish trend, is that you need to wait for a pullback or price to move down, and then when price comes to here, this is logical guys, just look at this. This is what I'm seeing. You see, we're at this touch point which help us to draw this trend line. We're two, my wife likes trading with using trend lines. She likes using trend lines a lot. So okay, this will help us to create a trend line. Then we have our point A and B, and point C we look for a buying opportunity. This is where we're going to be looking for an entry. So what I can say is this. Let me try to drop down to one. Let me drop down to 1 hour and see how then do we know when the reversal is gonna start to okay. I'm telling you, this is very, very difficult. Let me check on the left what we have on the left. For some time price has been dropping. I think if you're always following me whenever I go live, we talked about this, that boom, VIX 75 will start buying. I think it was sometime back around this area when we're looking at the weekly chart. Okay, so what I can see here is this. Price is approaching this supply zone. You see we have this big supply zone. So we're going to be facing here some aggressive selling from this particular zone. So mind you, we're on a daily. We need to drop down and go to the H4 so that we can narrow down our supply zone, because this is very big. We can't use this. It's very big. Even on the H4 it will be big, but it now makes sense here. We see we have a fair value gap close to this supply zone, and we also have this last bullish candle that we have at this particular level. So price has to push upwards and reach this particular zone. So coming back to where price is, this is where the reversal is going to occur. So price has to push upwards, reach this level. Then from there, we're going to experience this, and then we buy at this particular level. So if you're going to be looking for sales, I know sales, you just have to risk small because the price is bullish. So here we can start looking forward for sales around this particular level here, and then we go down with the market when price retains to this particular level here. Why this level? It's a trend continuation support and resistance, which was a resistance that was broken, and price is likely going to drop down and use this as a support. At this particular level here, we are going to be looking for buys, and then this is where the money is. This is where the money is when price returns back and interacts with this trend line. We are going to get a very good trade. So for now, yes, price has to push upwards and reach that particular zone. So let me drop down to 15. So how are we going to get, because there's still some time for price to push upwards and reach this particular level. Maybe for today, VIX 75 is going to be bullish until maybe tomorrow we'll start to see some reversal signals. Then after tomorrow, maybe here price will just consolidate and form any reversal signals. Then tomorrow, maybe probably price will start moving down. But the day after tomorrow, we will then know that price is now moving down. Then after a couple of days, we will then wait for this. So this is the difficult part in trading. Most people cannot wait for this to take place. This is the perfect trade that you can get when price, one, it's also respecting the what. Here you need a confirmation that price is now ready to move upwards. Why are we buying here? We have a horizontal support, and we also have a diagonal support, which is this trend line. So at this particular level here, where we have a lot of confluence, we'll be looking for a buying opportunity. Just VIX 75. Okay, that's the one that we are analyzing. So let's look for let's go on 15-minute time frame. So we need to wait for a short retracement, a small retracement that enables us to join this bullish momentum, bullish movement. So if price is going to retrace, you see, I was talking about trend continuation support and resistance. Do you see how that was implemented at this particular level here? You see, this is how easy it is to trade. You see a resistance, price broke it, then use it as a what? A support, and then it pushes upwards. So that's what I'm trying to look for now. Where exactly are we going to get this entry? We also have this particular zone. This one, was it used? I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this. Let me go to 5 minutes. It was used. You see, the same thing, guys. This makes trading easy. I'm opening your eyes. You see, look at this particular level here. Price used this as a resistance, then came back, broke it, used it as a support. So that's how we're going to get an entry. That's how we can get an entry. So here we had a higher high at this level. Was it broken? Slightly, and then price push up. So here this works perfectly if you are on 1 minute, 1 hour, 15 minutes. On 5 minutes it becomes a little bit tricky because you're identifying a key level at a lower time frame where there's a lot of noises, and you can easily be caught in a trap. You can be easily caught in a trap. I don't see any fair value gap. You see here where the fair value gap, it was filled and price pushed upwards. Getting an entry at this particular level, guys, is very difficult. So let's just wait for this to play out and we'll take it from there. Maybe probably tomorrow we'll start look for sales. I'm failing to get an entry here. Okay, so this is what I have for you in VIX 75. So here we have a supply zone. Can you please close the door? Let me just make this clean, a clean setup. Today Nigeria is playing against Zimbabwe. Which team do you think is going to win? Nigeria is one of the, yeah, it used to be one of the best team in Africa. Even myself growing up, I used to watch JJ Okocha, one of the greatest footballers. I think with JJ Okocha, he was disadvantaged because we didn't have a lot of internet and influence. You see, Cristiano Ronaldo has passed his prime, but now his talent or his gift is being elevated more by social media. But during that time when JJ Okocha was playing, if there was internet, social media is yes, it was there. I know that it was there. I'm not saying it wasn't there, but it's not as popular as it is now. I'm telling you, he was going to be one of the greatest footballer of all time. But now we now have Cristiano. People still talk about Cristiano Ronaldo, but that guy has passed his prime. He has passed his prime, and we should be talking about young players. Okay, we were talking about Nigeria. We had some great players. Okocha is one of them. Then there was Kanu. That guy who used to score. He was very skin tall, very skillful and fast, and he could score. I used to like how he used to play. I remember when they came to Zimbabwe, Zimbabwe lost 3-0. And a journalist called Charles Mabika was fired because of the way he was praising JJ Okocha. He was fired from his job. So I know JJ Okocha is very good. He was a very good footballer. But now there's now Osman and is that Lokman, the one who plays in Italy? They have some very quality players these days. Okay, what's happening in other assets? So tell me, guys, in the comment section, which team do you think is going to win? Is it Nigeria or is it going to be Zimbabwe? The last time when this team met, it was a draw. And there was a wonder strike that was scored by Walter Musona. From a distance, it was close to the center circle. That goal was marvelous. It's one of the best. I think the Nigerians, they still remember that goal from Walter Musona. I hope today you'll get an opportunity to play it, because now it's gonna be tricky because they called back his brother. His brother is the one who scored the previous game against Benin. He's very good. He's a very good striker, so he's gonna be playing. Watch out for that guy. Msona will score. That's one thing that I know. Msona will score. Then there's also Zemura. That guy is talented. He's very good. I think in Zimbabwe, he had 2 assists in the previous game. He had 2 assists in the previous game. And I hope today he's going to do his magic. So, obviously, I'm going to be supporting Zimbabwe. But what do you think, guys? Do you think Nigeria is going to win? What do you think? Let me know what you think, guys, in the comment section. What do you think is going to take place today? So I want to take a picture here, then we go to the next asset. Let me just check the live chats. What are you guys saying? Zimbabwe versus Nigeria at 6 o'clock CAT. Nigeria, of course. Hubert, you think Nigeria will beat Zimbabwe? Okay, let's have predictions. What is going to be the scoreline? Mr. Jackson is saying, bro, you're so great. The way you analyze makes trading looks easy. I'm learning a lot from you. Thank you so much, guys. I know a lot of you guys, you benefit from this, but you really find people who appreciate the effort that you are putting in. So Mr. Jackson, thank you so much for just appreciating what we're doing. This gives us energy to come back and do it the same thing over and over again. Okay, I think we're done with the VIX 25. Osman will teach them some lessons. I'm not sure if Osman played the previous game that we played against Nigeria. Was it there? Why is it he didn't score? I'm not saying that Osman is not good. He's one of the best, because I think even in Chelsea, if he can come and play for Chelsea, I think Chelsea will be a better team, because yes, Jackson is good. Nicholas Jackson is good, but I don't think he misses a lot of chances. I think out of 10 chances, he will score maybe 2 goals. So he scores, yes, but he's not as good as Osman. Osman is very good, very good. Given an opportunity, he will score. Okay, tomorrow we'll be talking about this game, guys. Tomorrow we'll be talking about Nigeria versus Zimbabwe. So if Zimbabwe beats Nigeria, I think South Africa will celebrate, because they're afraid of Nigeria. They're not really afraid of Rwanda, Lesotho, and Benin. They are more afraid of Nigeria. So if Zimbabwe is going to beat, or even if Zimbabwe draws against Nigeria, I think it will be a very good result to South Africa, because they can extend their lead. Like what I predicted, for those who didn't watch this, I said South Africa is going to get an automatic entry. South Africa will be the first in the group. Then for the playoffs, there are going to be 3 teams. Zimbabwe, I'm sorry, I'm from Zimbabwe, but we don't have a chance even to qualify for World Cup. I know this. So we have 1, Rwanda, Nigeria, and Benin. Those 3 countries will fight for the second place, and they will go for the playoffs. So that's my prediction concerning this particular group. I've watched how these teams are playing. Benin, they are also good. I saw the games against Oria. They scored 2 goals. Although they ended up conceding 2 more goals, but they have a very good the pass, the coordination, the cohesion as these guys play. I don't think, maybe they've been playing for a very long time, but I like how they coordinate, how they pass. They play modern football. They hold and pass. I enjoy seeing them playing. Okay, guys, let's go to business. Yeah, after 90 minutes, it's gonna be a draw. What do I think? Do you think Zimbabwe will score, Nigeria will score? I think both teams are going to score. That's one that is very obvious. There's going to be a BTC. Both teams are going to score. And Nigeria, they are under pressure. They have a lot of pressure. They have home pressure, which is going to spoil their games. If Zimbabwe is going to score, I'm telling you, it's going to be a disaster. most of their players would want to move forward, opening up spaces at the back. If they don't have the discipline, I'm telling you, you're going to be hit. Those guys who are playing in front, they can score, they have experience. And the midfielder of Zimbabwe, they're very good. We have Minetsi, we have also Rene Mota. Those guys are very, very good. So in front, if Nigeria makes a mistake, I'm telling you, Zimbabwe will score. And if Zimbabwe scores first, you guys are going to be in trouble. You will suffer. Why? Because you would want to score and open more spaces again, and they will score more goals. So because of the pressure, if Nigeria are going to score first, I think they will have momentum to score more goals, and they will obviously win by a wide margin, maybe 3-0, 3-1, something like that. So my prediction concerning this game, it depends with the team that is going to score first. If Zimbabwe scores 2-1, yeah, I think I would go with that. Maybe Nigeria 3, Zimbabwe 1, or maybe Nigeria 2 or Zimbabwe 1. I will also support that idea. Nigeria has the highest chances of winning this game. But if Zimbabwe scores first, I'm telling you, it's going to be a disaster. Okay, guys, let's go to business. We're talking about which asset are we going to be looking at? Which asset do you want us to analyze? Yeah, a lot of red cards and penalties because of the pressure. Because Nigeria, they want to win that game. They're going to be frustrated if... a lot of teams, the Zimbabwe that played the first part of the qualifiers is totally different than the Zimbabwe that we now have. Because a new players were introduced and we have a very good coach. And I'm telling you, things are going to be slightly different. Crash 500, please. Okay, thank you so much. Let's go to Crash 500. What is taking place in Crash 500? Are you checking my trades, please? Yeah?
Let me check now.
You're not checking my trades. Okay, in Crash 500, price has been dropping. We're on the H4. Price has been dropping. And we see this liquidity void. We also see that there was this fair value gap on H4. And we also see that we had this supply zone. So price is dropping down. Why is price dropping down? I'm going to go to H2. On H2, we have a clear supply zone. Now I would want to see if I'm going to be selling, I want to see price from this supply zone. If I'm going to be looking for sales because price is moving down. Okay, we also have a fair value gap. Do you see this part? We also have a demand zone. Who's calling me now? Hey, it's Richard. Okay, guys, 2 minutes. Let me just attend to this call, then we can continue. Hello. I'm back, guys. Sorry for that. Okay, what I see is this. One, during this consolidation that took place, price was able to eventually able to break this particular level here. So we had the resistance, and we can see 1, 2 times, and then price broke this resistance, and we are anticipating that price should reverse from this particular level and push upwards. Why? We have a big imbalance at this particular level. This imbalance was never filled, so price should eventually push upwards. So because of this is what I'm thinking. And apart from that, we can see this candle here. We have this level here. Let me go on 30 minutes. I can't see nicely. Let me just drop to 30 minutes and see what is taking place. You see this small consolidation that was taking place here. We can make use of that. We can make use of this to get an entry. Let me go on 15. But to me, what is making more sense is this. Marking out this particular zone here. We should be getting some buying pressure from this level. You see this level? I think this actually makes perfect sense. We should be looking for buys in crash 500. But you're gonna be using smaller lot sizes. Why smaller lot sizes? Because price is overly bearish. Price is moving down, so there's a possibility that price can even drop and make a retest to this support here. You see we have a support here. So if you entered at this particular level here, but I would favor this one because this is where we had an imbalance. Looking at this price action at this particular level here, we don't have an imbalance. So I don't see the reason why price should continue moving down. So on 1 hour, what do I see here? You see, it's the same thing. There is a balanced price action here. So price from this level should continue, should then move upwards. Price should move upwards, hit this level, and then drop. So we should be looking for buying opportunity. So the biggest question is, if you're going to be buying there, where are we going to place our stop loss? And do we have any price action that is supporting us for this buying decision? On 15-minute time frame, what do we have? We need at least a shooting star. Okay, so I'm gonna use the inside candle here. Let me go in M30 and see. So what I would want to see is this. What I would want to see is price is on that particular zone, which is very, very perfect. But I want to see price taking out this high for this candle. We want an inside candle that shows that price has gained enough bullish momentum and is now ready to move upwards. Okay, buying here, yes, it's good, but we don't have any supporting evidence. So the H1 candle is closed, and this candle, by just looking at this candle, is showing strong bearish momentum and strong bearish momentum. Price is moving down, so it becomes tricky buying here. We need something that tells that, okay, price is now ready to move up. We don't have that thing. Let me go on 30-minute time frame. So I'm just trying to look for something that might tell me that price is now ready to move up. What could be that thing? What could be that thing? Okay, here on the 15-minute time frame, we'll be talking about an evening, a morning star. Okay, we have this candle. If this current candle that we have, this 15-minute candle, closes at least half of this bearish candle here, we now have a morning star. Is it a morning? Yeah, a morning star. Okay, let me just take the Fibonacci and check and mark where exactly we're going to get an entry. We need at least 50% of this, and the 50% is where? Is right around here. Okay, so we're going to wait for this candle. If this current candle closes above, this is where we have an entry. We just want this 15-minute candle to close above this, then we buy. Why are we buying early here? So that we limit or we reduce the amount of what risk that is exposed to us. Because I'm telling you, if you're going to wait for price to give us to take out this high, we'll end up having a bigger risk to reward ratio. So for our entry, if we have a candle, a bullish candle that closes above this entry, this particular black line, we now have an entry here. So this is our entry. You see? So our target is gonna be 1. This should be very good, a very good target. Let me just do this. We can target this particular area here. Okay, we get an entry there. So our entry is gonna be here. Just use smaller lot sizes and hold this trade for long. Don't go full margin, because there's a possibility that price can even drop further. So looking at this, if you're going to use our ATR, where is our ATR? Our ATR is where? ATR. Where are we going to place our stop loss? We have, it's fluctuating 8, 6, 7, 8. So let's just round it off to 10. So if you're going to subtract 10 from 39 or times 2, it's times 2, it will be 20. So roughly it's 39.18. Let me just do the calculation. Yes, there's a good buying opportunity here, but just use smaller lot sizes and hold this trade for a very, very long time. And if you're going to be trading spikes, I'm telling you, you're going to be disappointed, because at this particular level, I don't think we're going to have a lot of spikes. So 8 times 2, 16. 16 minus, so we have 39.02, 39.02, right around here. Okay, that's our stop loss. We have a very tight stop loss, and this is our something like this. Seems like it's playing out. We're going to wait for the next 7 minutes, and if this closes above here, we will enter a buy. We're gonna be entering a buy, and we also want a candle. A confirmation is gonna come when we now have a candle that closes above this trend line. Okay, you see price is still spiking. Let's just wait for the next 7 minutes and see how this is going to play out. Okay guys, let's have another suggestion. Yeah, he's saying I'm always scared of buying crash and selling boom. So the best, if you're afraid, you know what happens? If you're using price action, I think it's better than when you're using those scalping strategies where you're getting 5 to 10. I don't like that one. I know that most of you guys like that one, where you just scalp and leave. But if you're going to place maybe a maximum, probably you have $100, you put a maximum of 0.5 in crash, and you buy it for and it's dropping aggressively, and you're going to put so you see we're still fine, because there's that possibility that price can reach here. We're still okay because price didn't close above this one. Okay, there's that possibility that if you are going to hold that trade for a very long time, you will be in a position to even double your account. Dlamini Zifo is saying, can we look at Boom 1000? So this one, we still need more confirmation. But I can also see this candle that we have here. Let's look at this candle.
Wait. Go and check now.
We can get an entry here. Okay, let's just wait. This we need to wait, guys. We need to wait for all these things to play out. Because like what I told you, on the H1, that candle is showing strong bearish momentum. We can't just buy there. Let's just wait here. Let's just wait and see how this will play out. Let's quickly go to Boom 1000. What is taking place in Boom 1000? Boom 1000, Boom 1000. I think for those who are trading spikes, okay, I think it makes sense here. Okay, looking at this, the first thing that I need to identify is the structure that we have. Are we bullish or are we bearish in this particular asset? Looking at this, we can see a series of higher highs and high low. This is indicating that we are in a bullish market, or we're in an uptrend. Then we can also draw a trend line here. That's the first thing. Then what else is there? I think that's it. Then if you look at what happened here, that's why I'm saying if you're going to be trading spikes, you will suffer, because there's a possibility that price might drop and reach here and then push upwards. Okay, so let's just talk about what we are looking at. We are on the daily time frame. We are bullish. We can see a series of higher highs and high lows, and we're able to draw a trend line using these 2 points, the previous lows that we have here, swing low, and that's one. Okay, let me just draw it. So here and also here. So there's a possibility that price can reverse. There's that possibility. Then also, if you're going to be using our Fibonacci and we stretch it from this swing low to the swing high, there's something that I saw. I think it was in the morning. We have our 60. You see how this is aligning perfectly. Do you see where we have our 61.8 level here, and also our 50? This is the golden zone here. It's also aligning with I think it's the same. We have something similar like this. Okay, you see what I'm talking about. Where we are likely going to get a retracement is around this particular area here. So there's a possibility that price might continue to drop and reach here and continue to push upwards at this particular level. So what I would say in Boom 1000 is this: don't trade spikes. There is a possibility that price might continue moving down. Although if you look at the previous day's candle, it was like an indecision. There was a war that was being fought between sellers and buyers, and you see where the candle opened and where the candle closed, it's more like similar. So it's an indecision candle, and what we are looking at today again is the same thing. So that's the reason why I'm saying don't trade spikes. Even selling becomes difficult. Why? Because price is consolidating. By just looking at the daily candles, I can see that. Let me go to the 4 hour and see if we have a clear picture of what is taking place. You see, on the 4 hour, price is just, I don't know how many hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 4. 8 times 4 is what, man? 32. So for 32 hours, price has been consolidating on this particular candle. So what we can do is this. We can wait for a breakout. If price breaks out from this consolidation, then we can sell and target this particular level here. Exit here. So this is what I'm talking about. And I don't know, there was a guy who was saying that I'm afraid of selling in Boom. So if you're afraid of selling in Boom, just wait for price to reach this level where we have the 61.8 and also our trend line at this particular level here. if you're going to buy, I'm telling you, you'll make a lot of money. If you allow price to drop and reach this level, then look for a confirmation right around this area, then you buy. You'll be in a position to make a lot of money. So this is difficult for both traders, a spike trader or a scalping trader. So this is a little bit difficult. I think if you're trading this one and you're in this particular trade, I would advise you to exit. Minimize your losses, exit, because this price action, I'm telling you, is dangerous. There is dangerous price action. So let's just wait for this to play out. So I don't think there's any signal that we can have in Boom 1000. I think this will be the last asset that I'm going to look at. I have some things that I want to attend. Abdul is saying we should look at VIX 75. Let me quickly analyze VIX 75, then I call it a day, guys. Don't forget, please, don't forget to visit our website. Today is the last day for our 50% discount on our trading robots, our indicators. Visit www.dcfxtrading.com so that you can get a copy of your favorite indicator, your favorite trading robots. They are also there. So we're going to be looking at Volatility 50. Volatility 50, what is there? Why is my laptop lagging now? Okay, I don't know what's happening. Let me just do this. So let me quickly look at VIX 50. Am I using this one or the other one? Which one am I using? I don't normally use this one. We want to look at VIX 50. What's happening in VIX 50? This one is an S. I hope you're talking about VIX 50 without an S. VIX 50, this one. What's happening here? What I can only see is that price. Oh, okay. Which time frame is this? Let me remove everything so that I can see clearly what is taking place. Okay, on the H2, even H4, we can clearly see that price has been dropping. But if you look at this particular level here, we mark this low. Price is on this particular level again, which is a support, which can also act and cause price to move upwards. But apart from that, we also had a big head and shoulder pattern. Maybe price might push upwards to make a retest. So what is price currently doing here? Let me go on the daily. I don't see a clear picture. Oh, now it's now perfect. I see what is taking place. One, we can talk about the liquidity sweep that took place at this particular level, because when price was able to grab this liquidity, it then closed inside this particular candle. That's one. Although price is bearish, price is moving down. We also have this. You see how price respected this supply zone, then it dropped. So what I can say is this. Let's just talk while we are doing this thing. We can talk about this particular level here. Price respected this one, it pushed up, respected it and dropped. Okay, so there's a possibility that price can continue to drop even further here, but we also have an imbalance here. So before price can continue moving down, I'm thinking that on this head and shoulder pattern, there's a possibility that price might come back and make a retest and then drop. I would want to see this before price can continue moving down. We know that price has to move down. Yesterday's candle was bullish, and it was able to engulf the previous day's candle. So there's some form of bullish momentum that is taking place, and there's a possibility that price can even reach this particular level here. So what I would want to see on the daily is this price pushing upwards to react with this supply zone, and then it hits this particular level and then continues to move down. So we should be looking for selling opportunities, but looking at this price action that is taking place, I think there is a possibility that price might slightly push upwards. Okay, let me go in H4 and try to see what is taking place. Okay, on H4, I think we're also seeing the same thing. We also have this. Okay, this makes sense. We also have this supply zone. You see this indecision candle, I've marked this one, and now I want to see any form of reversal that might take place at this particular level, so that price can push upwards and cover this liquidity void and also this imbalance, and then pushes downwards. So I want to see now here what is taking place. We can see some form of bullish rejection. Price is not bullish rejection. We can see some form of bullish momentum kicking in at this particular level here. We are on H4, H2. What is happening? So on H2 we can easily mark our supply zone. Okay, so what I saw is this. Okay, we can end up having an MQ Quasimodo pattern. You see price made higher highs, at the same time price made lower low. So this gives us our Quasimodo level, but I want to check here if we had a divergence. So coming back to the indicators, I want to check for a divergence. Yes, there's a divergence. So what I'm saying, that price should move upwards, is also being confirmed here. We have a divergence here on our MQ. So I'm gonna mark out my Quasimodo level here. Okay, so I've marked my level where I'm gonna be looking for buying opportunities. And at the same time, apart from the fact that this is a Quasimodo level, yes, it's now acting as a support zone. You see price has been rejected, so looking for a buying opportunity here makes sense. So allow price to drop at this particular level, look for a buying opportunity. We target this supply zone. From there we're going to be looking for selling opportunities. So I'm going to end on H2 where we have a supply zone. Then we also have an MQS Quasimodo level here. So we're going to be looking for buys at this particular level here. So here we have a QM level here, and we have a bullish divergence. This actually makes perfect sense. This makes perfect sense. So we're going to be buying here. So what is the plan concerning VIX volatility 50? When price reaches our QM level, we're not going to blindly place some buy limits here. That's madness. That's madness. We'll wait for confirmation. Here we need an engulfing candle. We need a bullish engulfing. We also need a bullish pin bar right around this particular area. That shows that price has been rejected to move upwards. This is a strong support. You see 1, 2, 3 times, and this is also our MQ5, and we also have a bullish divergence. So all this is just telling us that when price reaches our QM level, we should be looking for buys. You see here, we can clearly see the divergence is there. Price on the main chart is moving down, but on the Osmo oscillator, it's now moving up. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna be looking for a buying opportunity here, and I'm gonna target this particular level here. Okay, let me just take a quick peek. This will be, we have a small stop loss just below this low. That's where we're going to place our stop loss.
Can I exit?
Wait. Guys, I think this will be the last analysis that I'm gonna do. I'm learning a lot from you. Thank you so much, Mr. Robert. How are you? Say, Omosa. Thank you so much for appreciating what we are doing. Okay, guys, I think I'm now exhausted. I also need to attend to some of the stuff. Guys, our copy trading is open. You can also join us and be part of this copy trading group where we trade in our account, but the trades that we execute will be executed in your trend. We are just trading on your behalf. Then we also have what? Account management. We also have account management where you give us your funds, then we manage them for you. Then we share 50% of the profit that we'll make. Then we also have our signal services where you join $30 a month, $10 a week, $20 in 2 weeks. Then you will receive signals for derived synthetic indices for gold, BTC, and also Forex. We also have a group for that. Then we also have our mentorship for coding. If you want to learn how to program, you want to make your own indicators, you want to make your trading robots, get in touch with me. Or maybe probably you have a strategy that you want us to code for you. We can also do that for you. So get in touch with us and get these services. Don't forget to visit our website. Our 50% discount is gonna end today. Guys, thank you so much for your time. Enjoy your days. Bye bye for now.